Morning, if you are here, that means you got the memo and your alarm clock went off. We are daylight savings time, love it or hate it, we are here. Welcome to Keep Fit. Let's start out with a jog. Here we go. Woo! I wish we would just figure out when we could just set the clock and be done. Oh well. Butt kick. So today we've got mini bands. First part of the workout will be all pretty much legs. And then the second part will be with resistance 2 with a low anchor. Hopefully you have that. So jumping jacks. If you don't, each of these exercises can be done as normal with the resistance 2. Side lunge. The breaker, when we've got our mini bands, which will always be at the ankles, the breaker for the mini bands will be jumping jacks. And then for the tube and up hands on the hips, hip rotations, when we move to the resistance tube with low anchor, it's going to be parachute runs. So if you don't have that low anchor, you're just running in place. Other direction. Mini bands and tube with a low anchor. Arm circles forward. Double arm circles back. Hands together, trunk twist. Hands above the head, side bend. And neck circles. Other direction. Shoulder to shoulder. Ceiling to floor. All right, let's get at this. Grab the mini bands and we're going to keep them at the ankles. And remember, for the breaker, it's going to be jumping jacks with the mini band staying on the ankles. So you're going to have that resistance all the way through. Okay, first one, just to warm us up, we've got a squat pulse. So have the band, and I always use the heavier band for the legs or double up. But once these are on here, we're not going to take them off until we're done with this set. Okay, so just right here, and we're just going to pulse ever so slightly, not going all the way up. Just right here and then pulse. So we'll do that wall sit and just, I don't know, a couple inches off the ground. Not off the ground, but a couple inches bent knees. Okay, ready to go. And then breaker is going to be jumping jacks. Let's do this. All right, nice stance. And pulse. As you pulse, feel the glute start to activate. Quads are going to feel it as well because you're in this almost continuous wall sit position. This is just to warm us up. And of course, if your feet aren't wide enough, get them a little wider so you have that resistance right here on the side quads. I know lots to think about, a lot of instructions, but go with what your body's telling you to do. Pulsing, pulsing, pulsing. As you also are pulsing, make sure you're not leaning forward. You are as far as you can. Have a straight back. It's not really straight, but it's pretty straight because you want to focus on the glutes. Pulsing, pulsing, 30 seconds, and then popping back up, jumping jacks with the hands. Let's get some cardio out of this workout today. And for those, obviously the toes pointing forward as much as you can without tweaking the knees. Home stretch. Yeah, I'm feeling the quads. Quads are burning. Oh, nice pulse, nice pulse. And then popping up. Jumping jacks. Legs are still cushioned. They're straight coming out, but they're still a little bent. Don't have them locked. This is the cardio portion. So when we do these, we're going to have a little bit of pace. I'm already feeling this in the sides. Think about this. We got about 9 more to do. And time. Staying with that theme of the squats, we're stepping out. So we're just stepping, and we are coming up. High, up, up, up. This is a full squat. Coming down and up as we switch. This is where you get a fuller range of motion. Focus more on getting those hips down and back up and then down. Good job. Also, as wide of a stance as you can. This is gonna actually enhance this exercise. Rather than going narrow, you have now fuller range. Good job. Good job. Keep it going. 30 seconds. Just went a little faster, which is impossible. It's not faster, but it just feels feels like we're at the 30-second mark, faster than before. And then breaker, jumping jacks. And keep that going. I'm getting warm. Woo, feeling it. Those quads are nice and sore. I mean, not sore, but they're getting it. And time. Back to the rear. We got a rear leg raise. Try not to have the foot on the ground. Well, obviously the other foot's on the ground, but have it to where you can still continue. You see my feet? I know more black shoes. Unless you need to get back to balance, keep that foot off the ground as you pulse back. We're gonna switch at the 30-second or the halfway mark. So in order to do this, you're gonna have to set back to the center and then bring that leg back. Otherwise, you'll be off balance. Yeah, switching now. 3, 2, switch. So you can see try to keep your foot off the ground. You have to lean forward just a little bit or hold something if you need to manage your balance. You know what it means, jumping jacks. Ooh, burning, burning, burning. Now if you're feeling like your knees are kind of screaming at you, you can still do step outs this way. You're still gonna get the same effect, probably even harder to do step outs relatively straights, not squat step outs. These are leg straights. Stepping out that way, you're still gonna feel right there, that tug. And time, woo! Let's get on the ground. We've got dead bug crunch. So now we're gonna switch to the abs. Feet are up, hands reaching to the ankles. And of course, keeping those legs apart so you don't have any slack with the band. Ooh. Feeling it, I'm feeling it. Crunching, crunching, crunching. 30 seconds. Come on now. Right here. This is what we want to feel. Great job, great job, great job. As far as you got, those who got longer arms, you can probably touch the band. I'm trying, I'm trying. That was good. That was a good break from the legs. Now the legs feel strong doing these jumping jacks. Time. Back on the floor. We're gonna be in a side position, side raise leg side raise. Flipping at the halfway mark. Up. I think this is harder than doing standing. So keep that in mind. And you want to keep the toes forward. The foot is coming up this way. And keeping the focus on the side quad. Feeling it. Get ready to switch. 3, 2, switch sides. Big raise. Just brace yourself on your elbow and forearm. The other hand, fingers can be on the ground, bracing yourself. Jumping jacks. Woo, back on the floor. Legs are gonna be wide, and we're gonna do a foot or a leg hover, side to side hover with the feet off the ground. Legs are wide, go back, left and right. Let the lead foot pull the other with the band. Feel this in the core. No slack, try not to have any slack. Let that lead foot pull for the other. 30 seconds. Oh. Let's go. And time. Whew. Back up. Let's switch to twos. Hands off. Hopefully you've got the anchor that you can work with. First one is going to be curls. All of it will be facing away. So for this one, we're going curls. Nice resistance where we can pull forward. Obviously, if you don't have that low anchor, it's just at your feet. And then for the breakers, parachute runs. Hands are here with the handles and just running away from the anchor. Here we go. Grab that tube. Face away. And feel free if you've got just your feet there, use variations. If you want to go hammer, little curl. Otherwise, notice I'm holding it here because I'm letting this stretch. I'm leaning forward just a little bit, so it's adding a little bit more resistance than normal. I'm keeping my hands straight, horizontal, keeping the focus on bicep. Good job, good job, good job. 30 seconds. Squeeze. Almost there, and then hands here at the shoulders, parachute run or running in place. Obviously, if you've got the parachute, if you're doing the parachute run, it's pulling you back, so a little bit of resistance. And again, this is our cardio portion. Pick up the pace. Heart raise. And again, with that resistance here, you'll feel a slight tug, much more so than without it. Keep that going. Keep it going. Seconds. parachute run or run in place. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Don't stretch, come on. Next time. Woo. Chest scoops. Chest scoops. Good. Try not to involve the biceps. Can't help it, but minimize how much you feel this in the biceps. Obviously, under here, this is where we're scooping. And of course, if it's at our feet, you know how to do that. 30 seconds. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I'm feeling it. Really feeling that. Scooping up. That's your run. Let's go. Also, a little bit of PSA. Always check your equipment. If you wear, so be mindful of that as well. Just mention that because if my tube were to break, I'm gonna fly forward. You gotta watch for that. Next time. Next one. Woo! Tricep extension, so above the head. I love it this way. Leaning forward. And I've got my handles together and have both thumbs kind of interlacing with the other, keep it kind of flat. Great job, great job, great job. Come on. Let those hands go as far back to the base of the neck as possible. Get that full range. Stretch those triceps. And this is another one where you gotta be careful. You check your equipment. Make sure it's not fraying. Last run. Last run. Let's go. Let's go. Daylight savings time. We're up early. This is great. A head start of the week. Come on, pick up the pace. Almost there. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. time. That's our time. Catch your breath. Good job today. Great job today. Elbow over. Oh. And switch. We'll give some love to the legs for sure. Elbow up. Try that elbow. And switch. Door jam, stretch. Shoulders and chest. Bring that arm up. Oh. And forward. And down. Other arm. Door jam. Raise the hand. Come forward. Let's drop. And release. Square up those hips. Let's get into a nice front lunge. Hands are up. Warrior one. And two. Get those hand back there. Look over your fingertips. Drop down on the back leg. And adjust around as you need to get that stretch. And down on the back foot. Quad and hamstring. Yeah. Watch that lower back. Nice. And back up, careful. Switching feet. Square up those hips. Warrior one. Warrior two. Those hip flexors open. Drop down on the back knee. Adjust as you need to. And sit on the back foot, careful. Nice. Well, this quad is tighter than the other. And up. Great job, great job, great job. Hands on the hips. Hip rotations. Other direction. Single arm circle forward. And switch other arm forward. Double arms back. Awesome job. Awesome, awesome. Hug it out. And that was Kick Fit. Don't go back to bed. Conquer this day. We'll see you next time. Cheers. Be well. Bye now.